Hello, dear friends. Hi, nice to see you. It's the last lesson of our project where we're making pop-up cards to welcome people to the UK, and we're going to be working on the fronts of our cards. We've been building the insides, all the pop-up techniques with our landmarks, and we're going to be working on the front of our card to finish it all off. Let's go. So we have our two cards here. You'll only have one. I've done two to show you the bridges, where I've got my landmarks there, and I've got my nice background that I did, and the foreground rather, and then here is my step card as well. But what we have to do with whichever card that you've made, we need to decorate the front, and I've got you some bits and pieces to help you do that. I've got a map of the UK, I've got a scroll for you to write a message, I've got some bits for you to stick on the back, some glue, you'll need some crayons or colouring things, scissors, and a nice big envelope to put your card in for when it's finished. So let's just begin with our front of our cards, and it all starts in the same way, whether you did bridges or steps, by folding the white paper in half, just doing a nice fold. Now you don't have to fold it in both directions this time because it's only going to be like a book. We don't have to worry about it being a proper hinge. And then what we do is we just make sure that our pop-up that we've made fits inside. That's the idea. You can see that we're going to be gluing our pop-up in, and that's why we need to make a cover and the front of our card. And so we're all going to have a similar card here with a map of the UK, and we've got all the different countries of the UK. This part is Ireland, which isn't part of the UK, only the Northern Ireland is. And then we've got Wales, England and Scotland, and Northern Ireland there. So you can colour that in. And you can do whatever you want with this. I've just coloured in Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland, just any old colours, and I've cut it out, and then I've decorated the card that we've made a few moments ago. Anything you want to do, just make it bright and colourful. I'm using the scroll here to write a message, cutting all that out and sticking it in. I'm cutting out some little bits that are going to go on the back as well. There we go, just glue them on, and the bits that go on the back stick on, and that's our cards done. So we've got our map of England, we've got our welcome sign, we've got it decorated, and then flip over on the back we've got who the card is made by, and then we've got that Stanley Grove is a rights respecting school, because we're respecting people's rights to live safely, which is why people come to the UK and other countries in the world. And here's another one that I made, because of course I've got two versions. And you can just do it however you like. You can stick your map on in the middle, one key. Same at the back here. You can lay it out however you want. And I've also decorated it as well. I want you to make sure you put your names on your card, but only your first name. In my lessons, I always had other people called Emma, so I was always called Emma M. So if there's two people called Sarai in your class, you can put initial, but don't put your full name. It's important that we look after ourselves and don't let people have our full name. But all we do once we've done our card, front and back, is we're going to glue our pop-up inside. So this one is the step one, and I'm just going to get my glue, and I'm going to do a nice amount of glue, making sure I go right up to the edges, and I'm covering all areas of that. Can you see I'm sort of doing stripes there? And then I'm going to very carefully lay it down, matching up the edge of the fold of the pop-up with the edge of the fold of my outer layer of the card. And I'm just going to add glue again all around the edges and putting some stripes in again. And this is just going to make sure it's really good and secure. I'm going to stay stuck down. So then I fold over my card and I stick that down. And there is my first one done. I'll just show you again on my other version. If you're doing steps, it looks slightly different, the pop-up bit there. Let's just grab that one and we can glue that one in. There we go, I've got the steps, and you can see it's slightly different to the bridges there with the gaps it's got, and that's fine. But we just do exactly the same thing where we add glue all over to the back, making sure it's the right way up and things. So we do the back of our card first, our pop-up, and we stick that down to the back of our cover for it, just lining that up carefully. And make sure you do this bit carefully because you've worked so hard on it, you don't want it to go wrong now. And add our glue again, lots of nice stripes getting all around the edges, making sure that the front cover of our card is going to be stuck down. We flip that over and smooth it down, and there we have it, my friends. Finished cards. So your job as designers was really all about how amazing it looks on the inside, but it's nice that it looks bright and colourful on the outside as well, doesn't it? Because it's meant to be there as a lovely greeting for people. So the last thing we do is we evaluate our cards. We show each other our beautiful pop-ups we've made, and we suggest improvements and things that we could do to make them even better. When you've done that, you're going to put them into your envelopes, because these are to be given to people who are new arrivals to the UK and new arrivals to our city, to welcome them. So it's nice to put them in an envelope. Oh, hang on, nearly lost Ireland then, just slip it in. Okay, and we need to write something on the front of our envelopes. You normally put someone's name, but we won't know everyone's name because they are new to us. So let's just write "Dear Friend" on the front of our cards. I'm going to write that on both of mine. We'll have just one to do. And then the idea is we'll be sending these off to a really lovely charity that helps people who are new to the UK and new to our city, to get them settled and comfortable and feeling welcome. Thank you very much for everyone joining into this project. I think it's really great that we are a rights respecting school, and we're respecting people's rights to have a safe and happy life, which is what we're doing by supporting new arrivals to our country. Bye everybody, take care.